Ko Nicole toku ingoa, ko Taupiri toku manga, ko Tainui toku iwi, ko Waikato toku awa, ko Kathy toku mama, ko Graham toku papa, nō reira, yeah, that's where I'm at in my life right now. You know, I have 2 grandchildren and I have 4 children ranging from 27 to 12, and I'm really enjoying being a present mum in their lives. That's probably the most beautiful thing, because I missed out on that. My life before Gracegate, I got brought up in a family of no faith at all. To be quite honest, church was probably a bad word, you know, so I really grew up not believing in anything at all. From a very young age, I got into very emotionally, mentally abusive relationships from about 16, and I would say probably that's where life started to take not a great turn for me. My drug addiction came in probably around 22 to 23 years old, even though I had been drinking quite heavily earlier on, but I didn't really see much of a problem in that. Yeah, drug addiction really took over my life, and it took me to some places that were really dark, really dark. That was probably the height of my really, really bad using. That relationship ended up in me going to jail. And I got out of jail, and I did 5 years not using any drugs, but I didn't know a life of being well. You know, I wasn't well. What came of that is there was no self-love. I had very, very low self-esteem. I went back to jail because I picked up again after 5 years, not knowing how to deal with life, you know, and also there was just so much darkness, so much brokenness, so much not feeling worthy, so much not being enough, you know, for a very long time in my life. I never felt enough. After about the 3rd time going to jail, I wanted to try something different. By this stage, I was 43. I lost all my children. I became everything I said I was never going to become. You know, but slowly, my addiction stripped me of all the goodness in my life. And, you know, being very honest, my drug addiction was more important than my family. I was very ready to make that change in my life and put the drugs down, but it was really hard to change a lifetime of bad habit. But life started to change for me, and probably about, you know, I've been in recovery for a little while now, and probably about, it would have been about 18 months ago, I discovered Gracegate. My heart's full when I say Gracegate. Slowly but surely, Gracegate has changed my life. I feel a sense of belonging here. I feel a sense of love. But it's my people. My people are here, you know, my people are here. So I really threw myself in and decided I wanted to be part of the worship team, and that has changed my life even more. Whether I get the notes right or not, I love it up there. I love it up there. I love giving back. I love that feeling that I get, you know. Then I decided that I would dig a little bit deeper, you know. It took me a little while, so I started to dig a little bit deeper, and I reached out to, actually it was Walter first. I will never forget we had a service one day, and I don't remember what it was about exactly, but I got up after that service and I approached Walter, and my heart was so full and I was crying. And I said, you know, I want to know more. I want to know more. He put me onto the beautiful Shay, and I started Starting Point, and that just opened my eyes to a lot, you know, to faith, to God, and Jesus, of course, just knowing that, you know what, He's always got my back, you know. I've got that feeling, you know, when I come here, when I'm at home, I've learnt to pray, I've learnt to reach out, I've learnt to surrender, you know, and it's all because I want to. And I remember Shay saying to me, so what to from here? I think it had gone about a week, and I messaged Shay and I just said, I know where I want to go next. And she messaged me back and she goes, I already know. And this has brought me to this part. I'm ready to fully hand my life over. I'm ready to say, I'm yours, as much as you are mine and you are there for me, you know. I don't have all the answers, but I know I am drawn to what I'm doing right now. I really encourage, I would really encourage people to take this path, because it's the most freeing, most fulfilling, most beautiful feeling, like it really is. Like sometimes I don't even know how to explain that feeling. I get to hand my life and my will over to somebody every day that I know has got my back. And that's all I've wanted my whole life. So if you're unsure about that, try it. Why not? You've got nothing to lose. The first up foremost is my children, for all the support and love that they have given me over the years. I love them dearly, so thank you. I really want to thank Shay for taking the time out to spend time with me, you know, and go through Starting Point with me, and just leading me in the right direction, really. It's been beautiful. I really want to thank my boys. You know who you are, and especially my girls that have been my rocks through for the last 3 years, that have put up with me, that understand me, that have my back no matter where I decide to go in my life, or who I choose to believe in, or what my faith is, you know. And I really want to thank Gracegate for showing me a new way. Today I choose to get baptised because I believe Jesus Christ is my Lord and Saviour, and I would like to hand over my will, my life and every part of my being to Him, and I want everyone to know.